Classy people of the internet, if you're looking for something luxurious, well, maybe this is the answer. The 2025 Lincoln Aviator. What's it really like? Well, let's find out in more detail. As usual, we'll begin with styling. And it hasn't changed much since the Aviator was introduced a bunch of years ago. But that's no bad thing because it's still a very attractive SUV. I've always liked the Aviator. Time has done nothing to diminish its appeal for me. You know, my favorite bit of the styling, well, one of my favorite bits of the styling is, yeah, when you're in the back, check out 4 exhaust outlets. Looks cool. We're living in an age where more and more manufacturers are hiding exhaust tips, unlike that Lincoln, of all people, are showcasing 4 pipes. That's enough reason for you to buy this vehicle. Honestly, anything above that is just a bonus. You know what I love even more is the interior. Check this out. Look at these seats. They are infinitely adjustable. Like, I mean, infinitely adjustable. You can even move this portion. So if you've got a crooked back like I do, this will contort to you like it's made specifically for you. And look at these thigh extensions. You can move them up and down individually. So if you sit at a jaunty angle, you'll still be comfortable in this. Lincoln's been offering this for several years. I'm surprised nobody else has copied the idea. These seats are phenomenal. Lots of space in the front. Open the rear doors. Lots of space in the second row. Third row, best for kids, but an adult can fit. Come around to the tailgate. There we go. With all the seats up, there's not too much cargo room, so it's not bad. There is some space underneath here too. But if you want more space, press this button. Ooh, look at that power operated rear folding seats. You just want one up, one down, you can do that. That's just good to have. Okay, let's fire it up. Real volume knob, so you'll silence that. It's a hot day, so windows up. Let's get the aircon going. It's got cooled seats. Right in front of you is a fully digital instrumentation cluster, which with drive modes can change how it looks. Excite would be the most exciting. In the center is a infotainment screen. It's touch screen, so depending on what you want to play with, you can do that. There are lots of apps in here, including YouTube. And guess what? You can watch an Automotive Affairs video while seated in this car. Isn't that phenomenal? I love it. I really love that. Down here, engine start stop. The piano keys are your drive mode selectors. Park, reverse, neutral, drive. Nice little Lincoln badge there. Volume control, parking sensors, parking camera, hazard, engine start stop, traction control, and max defrost. Some space here to put things. This one is your wireless charging. A big cubby hole here. Lots of space. Lots of space. If you like to let in sunshine, this has a very large panoramic sunroof that's only reached halfway. That's the button again. Yeah, it's one of the largest that I've experienced. Yeah, that'll give you a suntan for sure. The only thing I'm surprised regarding this interior is that it doesn't have the A-pillar to A-pillar screen that you see in the new Nautilus. I thought the Aviator would have received that tech update, but it hasn't. So what we have is this stuck-on screen, which I don't particularly like. I wish it was either lower in the dash or at a tilted angle, because this sticks out a little too much. You get used to it, but it's not as elegant a solution as in the Nautilus. I'm sure future Aviators will have that new screen. While I generally like this vehicle, there are a couple of things that I'm not a fan of. First of all is this voice command button, which you inadvertently press a lot, because when you're turning the wheel, it's very easy to hit that, and it's like, how can I help? No, I didn't mean to hit the switch. So yeah, that's annoying. The other thing is these doors, they're not soft close. So if you don't close it properly, it'll keep binging at you that, oh, door is ajar. Would have been nice if it had soft closed doors. End of gripe. It's really easy to like a vehicle that even gives you a massage while you're driving. So when it comes to luxury, the Lincoln Aviator is as good as cars get. One of my favorites, to be honest. One of my favorites. What's under the hood, you ask? Well, you pull this lever twice. That unlatches the hood. And there you have it, folks. A 3-liter twin-turbo V6, capable of producing 400 horsepower and 415 pounds-feet of torque. Power is fed to all four wheels via a 10-speed automatic transmission. Time to test the 0 to 100. Not bad at all, actually. Quicker than I was expecting. actually pins you to your seat. So how does the performance of the Aviator compare with its corporate cousin, the Ford Explorer ST? After all, they have the same drivetrain, putting out the same horsepower and torque number. However, the Explorer ST is roughly $25,000 cheaper. But right now we're gonna see which is quicker. And the winner of this acceleration test is the Explorer ST. So, what's it like to drive? Well, let's go for a drive and find out. This is a big, luxurious vehicle. I like the fact that Lincoln really knows what it stands for and what its customers are looking for. We've seen makes such as Cadillac go into sporty models. They're in top tier racing now, and that kind of goes against what the company actually stood for, because Cadillac wasn't about performance. Cadillac was ultimate luxury, but they're trying to meld the two. They've done a semi-successful job, although they haven't really taken too many customers away from BMW, M, Mercedes, AMG, Audi RS models. No, it hasn't quite worked out so well. So you think it might have been better to just stick with luxury. That's what Lincoln's done. They've stuck with luxury. And my God, this is a luxurious vehicle. I'm not going to take the twistiest back road route today, because that would be a little bit pointless. This is not a vehicle that shines on the back roads. The suspension's too soft. The steering is quite boosted, so you don't really get much of a feel of what the front tires are doing. So you're not gonna seek out the curviest route home. Where this shines is when you sit back, relax, just cruise. Oh my God, is it good at just cruising. It soaks up the bumps extremely well. There is excellent sound deadening. You don't hear the engine at all unless you're really gunning it. There is hardly any road noise, hardly any wind noise. This, and you might not believe me for saying this, is just as quiet as a new Rolls Royce. Yeah, that good. I love the fact that this is the kind of vehicle that lowers your BP, blood pressure. You're never in a rush to get anywhere, because what's the point? When you're seated so comfortably. I can turn the massage seat on and relax even more. So it makes you a more responsible citizen. You know that AMG GT63 SE performance that I had on test a few months ago. That was the opposite of this, because that car kept telling you to go on, go faster, you can do it. This is far more chill. The noisiest thing in here is the fans for the climate control. Like, that's how smooth the rest of the car is. When I get into the excite mode, because I need to overtake a vehicle from the stoplight, and B, the entry to the highway is coming up. So I need all the performance this has. So let's see what 400 horsepower can do. Wow. Decimated the vehicle that was on my right. Okay, highway ramp. See how it does. Yeah, you're not gonna attack the corner in this. But you know what? It still does a remarkably good job. It's not like the old American Luxor barges that would completely fall to pieces when you show them a corner. Lincoln really was on their A game when they did the Aviator. I remember driving one for the first time, I believe was 2019, and I was shocked how nice it was. Picks up speed well. It's effortless. Canada is a huge country, and if you want to, let's say, drive from the port in Halifax to Vancouver Island, this would be an ideal vehicle for that, because it's so comfortable. Yes, as you would expect, this has adaptive cruise control. Press the button, hit set, I can raise the speed to where I want it, and while it's not completely hands-free, it will do a lot. So you can pretty much sit back, relax, enjoy. The miles just melt away. Sorry, kilometers, we're in Canada. We don't measure things in miles. When I was a kid, I used to love exotic supercars. Didn't care how impractical, uncomfortable they were. An F40 was the absolute dream. At my age now, I think this is better. You can just sit back, relax. That's it. And I still do like my supercars, but you can't live with them every day. If you are living with one every day, you're probably a lot younger, a lot fitter, only stand them for short doses. Every day, I'd rather be in this. I can put my hand on my heart and say this. I love the Lincoln Aviator. Absolutely love it. Fuel economy. We typically do our test based on 300 kilometers of driving, then a little bit less this time around, 276.2. However, the first 100 kilometers of driving in this vehicle was in a lot of traffic, bad traffic jam. So this would be a more realistic number even at 300 kilometers. And we've averaged 12.9 liters per 100 kilometers, which is not bad at all for something of this size and this power. Price. Well, the Aviator in 2025 has a base price of $80,100. This one, as equipped with quite a few options, is yours for $98,545 in Canada. You know, for what it gives you, that price is not bad. Not bad at all. Verdict. The Lincoln Aviator is not the newest vehicle in its category, but time hasn't done anything to diminish its appeal. It's very comfortable, it's got good performance, it looks good. What more can you ask for? I'd happily live with one of these for an entire year. Hope you liked the video. Please do like and subscribe. Thank you.